Hi, and welcome to ECCB Connects. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, in collaboration with the Regional Security System Asset Recovery Unit, recently held its virtual awards ceremony to recognize the winners and other participants in the 2021 Creative Youth Competition. Stay connected. We'll share more with you in this episode when we return.
The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank is rolling out Dcash, the next step in the evolution of the EC dollar. Use Dcash to send and receive money to and from friends and family. Make payments directly from your smart device. Make payments from wherever you are. Download the app from the Google Play or Apple Store and sign up, or visit dcashec.com for more information. The future of the EC dollar is digital. Let's make history together.
Thanks for staying connected with us. The Creative Youth Competition, a part of the ECCB's Community Outreach Program, is designed to engage and provide youth from our ECCB member countries with an avenue to express themselves on socioeconomic issues that impact our region. Senior Corporate Relations Officer at the ECCB, Elizabeth Whalen, shares a bit of history about this competition.
From 1996 to 2017, the ECCB hosted what was dubbed the OECS Essay Competition. 21 years and 2,570 essays later, it was decided that the initiative needed to be revamped, making it even more interesting and appealing to the youth of the ECCB member countries. We call on secondary schools teachers throughout the sub-region and engage them in discussion on what they thought would be the ideal format for a competition geared towards our young minds. After much deliberation, it was decided that a competition that was much more inclusive, where students who had various interests could participate. The competition would include different genres, including essay writing, art, poetry, songwriting, and others. The theme would change each year to attract a wide range of interests. And so, the ECCB Creative Youth Competition was born.
A key partner to the success of the Creative Youth Competition is the Regional Security System Asset Recovery Unit, RSS ARU. As a joint sponsor with the ECCB, the RSS ARU continues to work to bring the competition to our region's youth. Program Administrator at the RSS ARU, Deborah Wilkinson, speaks about the importance of the creative arts to our youth's development.
The RSS Asset Recovery Unit is again honored to partner with the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank on this wonderful initiative. And this is because we are of the view that the arts ought to be recognized as essential components of a complete education in the region, and we are always supportive of any venture which has our children's development as its focus. Every child has some creative potential, and every child should be encouraged to express that creativity. Creativity which should be valued and nurtured because it can have a beneficial and positive impact on the societies in which we live. Someone once said that there's no depth to education or to true personal development without art, without encouraging and stimulating artistic thinking and expression. And this initiative by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank has been instrumental in encouraging such. And there's so much more apart from the art and the essay writing. There's storytelling, there's literature, photography, craft, music, fashion, digital arts. We recognize that artists are fundamental contributors to our societies, and we are excited to be a part of an initiative that provides a platform for the artistic expression of our region's youth.
For the 2021 Creative Youth Competition, students from two age categories, 13 to 16 and 17 to 19, were asked to submit their original artwork on one of the following topics: evolution of payment methods. How will the use of money transform in the future? Women, the forgotten resource. equal opportunities for women in the workplace and society, the rise of domestic and social ills in the face of COVID-19. From amongst a total of 96 students, Janessa Durham of St. Vincent Girls High School, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, emerged the winner of the 13 to 16 category. She shares with us her thinking behind the winning submission.
My piece portrays a theme, evolution of payment methods. How will the use of money transform in the future? I really enjoyed painting this as it got me thinking, and it was a chance to apply all of the knowledge and skills I learned throughout the year. There were some challenges, but overall my experience was pleasurable. In the school year, I was practicing how to paint fire using Bob Ross's campfire painting, hence my application of that skill to this piece. Like all of my art projects for school, the hardest part was selecting my theme and trying to portray said theme from my perspective onto the paper. While doing the sketch, I knew that from first glance, painting a girl enjoying the campfire would seem like it had nothing to do with the theme. But after learning that the entire painting was the result of said payment method from the theme, I was positive that this was what I was going to put all of my efforts into. The idea came about while I was thinking back on one of my many long conversations with my mom on my way home from school. Of course, at that time, the idea was a little different. Now, this chip would completely erase the need for credit cards or cash, and the idea of physically going to an ATM or a store and holding up your hand to the screen to trade money was reduced to a chip in your shoulder you would get as a baby, along with all of your vaccines and your ears pierced if you do. This journey was tedious, but enjoyable and worthwhile. Therefore, I would like to thank my parents, Miss Bracken, my art teacher, Madam Beach, my principal, and everyone else that helped me during this process. I had a whale of a time, from painting and sketching the thumbnail to the delivery of the final piece. They say you reap what you sow. Therefore, the satisfaction I feel that I even tried is over 9,000.
In the 17 to 19 category, Melanie James of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College in St. Lucia took the championship, expressing her art form on the topic, the rise of domestic and social ills in the face of COVID-19. She speaks about why she chose this topic for her artistic piece.
When I was first sent that email by my school informing us of the competition, I was immediately drawn to the topic, the social and domestic ills of COVID-19, as this was something that I could relate to. COVID-19 has seen the isolation of many, forcing persons, such as myself, to grapple with these trying times all on their own. The piece showcases this idea as the woman sits in a fetal position in the dark room and looks towards the viewer as if she is pleading for help. Doing this piece without a mentor was especially trying on my confidence as an artist. However, with the help of my family and friends, who so generously served as my audience and gave their unbiased critiques, I was able to conquer. This was truly an exciting ride, and thus I would like to thank the ECCB and its partners for granting myself and my fellow competitors the opportunity to participate in this competition. I would also like to thank my family and friends, as well as the Lord, for granting me the strength and courage to do so.
Indeed, a competition of such high standard would not be complete without the keen and careful eyes of our reputable judges who lent their expertise to the competition. Pierre Lyon speaks of his experience and the submissions received.
It showed to me that the arts, the artistic talent, the creativity, the creative potential, and the energy is there in our young people. And you only see it when they have an opportunity to demonstrate it, to channel it towards or around a cause or an idea. And that I saw that come out in initial engagements with the young people when we were discussing with them about the importance of their responsibility and roles as artists and how they represent and influence the culture, the thoughts, and show or express our time, our feelings, and our culture as a people, not just for us here in the present, but for those in the future generations to acknowledge, to understand, to see and appreciate. And they really took that on, and it was evident in the pieces that we saw, and we were able to judge ultimately and select the top performers. We could see in a lot of the pieces, in fact, all of the pieces, some significant and critical thinking surrounding the various topics that they choose. You saw that they really dug deep and did their research and considered holistically the challenge, the premise of the theme that they were looking at, creating pieces around. And this competition was a good opportunity and is a good opportunity to get young people to think critically and to problem solve, while giving them the chance to develop their creative expression and display their skills and talents. In the future, I would encourage young people to take every opportunity to express themselves respectfully and clearly, loudly, and visually. Take every chance to enter every competition, to consider any visual creative writing competition as a challenge to develop yourself and to express your opinion, and just go for it. Even if you're not 100% sure, just take a step, because a lot of young people might not have necessarily been sure in the beginning when they first heard about this, but they took the plunge and they're reaping the rewards. And I'm pretty sure some of them came out on top and surprised themselves as to their level of creativity and capacity to perform well and to create. And you could only reap benefits from it. And if I could encourage ECCB and its partners to continue doing things like this, I'd like to do that as well, because it could only redound to great things for the region and our young people.
Plans are already underway for the next session of the Creative Youth Competition, which will focus on poetry. The competition is open to students in ECCB member countries between the ages of 13 and 19. Visit the ECCB's website for more details.
And now for this week's financial tip.
Hi, I'm Alice Adams Francois from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Have a financial goal. If you don't know where you're going financially, you may end up somewhere you don't want to be. Whether it's saving for a home, retirement, or a child's education, set specific goals and prioritize.
We have come to the end of another episode of ECCB Connects. Remember to visit the ECCB's website for more information on the 2022 Creative Youth Competition. Be sure to join us next week for another exciting episode of who we are, what we do, and how we serve you.